Warning. This video blog or vlog may contain harsh language and opinions that are not necessarily in line with YouTube or its partners or affiliates. YouTube does not openly endorse the content of this vlog. All opinions are expressly those of Ranting Ramsay and do not reflect on the opinions or values of YouTube, its affiliates, or its parent or partner companies.
Greetings, Internet people. Ranting Ramsay here. How are you all doing today? So, I figured that since lately I've been hitting on some relatively serious subjects. I've been talking about things like the rapture and things like that. Excuse me, politically potent things and stuff like that. And I thought maybe, just for fun, that I would take a lighter angle today. In fact, specifically a trivial angle. It's been a while since I've talked about anything having to do with video games, so I figured I'd talk about video games a little bit. And for those of you that have been watching me for a while, you'll know that months and months ago I think I put forth the opinion that I don't generally care for Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer, and that it just didn't appeal to me. I didn't care for it. But about I want to say not too long after Christmas, about a week after Christmas, I found myself just needing something new to play. That I hadn't really gotten into anything new lately, and a lot of the games out there just weren't really appealing to me. So I figured that I would go ahead and give Modern Warfare 2 a try. Now, yes, I realize that at that point, Modern Warfare 2 is about a year old and Black Ops was out. But I gotta be honest, when it comes to the super popular games, I'd rather stay 1 year behind. And the reason for that is because on the general average, you avoid most of the fanboys and super surreptitiously annoying little kids that hop to the most popular game that just came out because their parents are so horrible that they'd rather just buy them the newest video game and let that be their babysitter than actually engage in their parental responsibility of rearing their child. So on the general average, I stay a year behind on the popular games, intentionally, so that I don't have to deal with as many insipid idiots. Get on with it! So around Christmas time, I decided to go ahead and give Modern Warfare 2 a try. And I found it was actually relatively enjoyable. Once I adjusted my brain to the style of multiplayer that game uses, I found it was actually quite enjoyable. But then there was something else that I noticed that I hadn't really noticed too terrible much of in other games. Now, yes, it happens in most games online, but I seem to notice a heightened level of it since I started playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and those are the video game tough guys. Now, I've touched on the video game tough guys in a rant before, but it's just so unbelievable lately, some of the things that I've been hearing people say, that it just makes me laugh. Which is actually one of the best ways to deal with these people. When they're getting pissed off and saying really stupid shit to you over the microphone, just laugh at them. That usually gets them even more pissed off. And then you get them so riled up and you just mute them. It's always satisfying to me. But then there's, get other situations where, at the end of a match, you're talking to people on your team about something, but because at the end of the match the mics open up and everybody can hear everybody, the person on the other team will then say, "Shut up, you stupid faggot," and blah, 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 blah. You just shut the fuck up. And the other day I couldn't help myself. I just kind of went, no, fuck you. I'm not going to shut up. And what are you going to do if I don't shut up? Seriously, what are you going to do? You're going to come to my house and beat me up? Oh, no, I don't think that's going to happen. You're going to punch me in the face to shut me up? No, that's not going to happen. I'm going to sit here and keep fucking talking, and you're going to deal with it, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it short of muting me, tough guy. So what exactly are you going to do if I don't shut up? And, it worked. amazingly well. Everyone else in the room with a microphone started laughing their ass off, and the guy who had started the conversation as the aggressor now found himself completely and totally deflated with no one in the room taking him seriously, and he left. So just for grins and giggles, 3 or 4 matches later, I was confronted with the same archetype of individual who decided that it was just his purpose in life to tell everyone on the opposing team who had defeated him that they were all faggots and this, that, and the other. And I said, well, go to hell, nobody cares about you. And he told me to shut up, and I said, well, what are you going to do if I don't shut up? And went through the whole thing again, had the exact same reaction. Everyone else in the room laughed their ass off, and the person left. So, for those of you having trouble with video game tough guys, call them out on their bullshit. Say, exactly what are you going to do? It doesn't matter how big you are. It doesn't matter how strong you are. It doesn't fucking matter at all in the virtual world where everybody is on the same playing field. We're all digital representations of fake humans wielding digital representations of lethal weapons attempting to kill each other digitally. It doesn't matter how big or strong you are. And that's another thing, actually. I love it. I absolutely love it when you get these assholes that tell you, well, you wouldn't be saying this shit to me in real life if we were standing face to face because I'm a big motherfucker and I'd knock your fucking block off and kick your ass and da-da-da. My answer to most of them usually is to think to myself, what a childish Cro-Magnon fucking moron. But unfortunately, sometimes I almost get sucked into this. And I almost feel the need to tell them, it's like, actually, yeah, I probably would. Because I have a few sandwiches, sort of a picnic up here. And I don't generally stop to think about the type of physical harm that someone may be capable of doing to me when it comes to getting into a physical altercation. If I feel justified in my standpoint and that physical violence is imminent, I will fucking fight until I am unable to even stand. I've had my ass kicked in the past, but I've kicked some ass in the past too. And because it's about even ratio, I'm still at this point willing to just rush headlong into any fray regardless of the size of my opponent. But enlightening these people to that over the Call of Duty microphone is just as insipid and childish and stupid as them telling me I wouldn't say this shit to their face. It's all a pissing contest. And the way I usually find to deflate these motherfuckers is say, well, you know what, we may as well just skip past it all right now, whip out our dicks and measure, because that's what it all comes down to. Who's got the bigger fucking penis? Am I right? Once again, that usually incites a deluge of homophobic contents, and that's one thing I've noticed about a lot of video gaming males. They're absolutely entirely homophobic. Now, I myself am not a homosexual. I'm married and very much enjoy vagina. It's the greatest thing ever. Vagina and boobies, it's better than a great steak and a baked potato. So, I'm not saying that they're homophobic in reference to myself, but when they instantly start saying faggot this and faggot that and blah, 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 that obviously indicates a level of homophobia, whereas they are insecure about their own sexuality and find the fact that they think about dick more often than they'd like to disturbing and feel the need to displace that incomfort and lack of knowledge about their own self onto everyone else to make themselves feel better. So, there's really no point. I'm just observing the level of homophobia that goes on in the video gaming community. So those people, in combination with the video game tough guys, who are usually the same people, actually provide to me almost as much amusement as the game itself, because they are so fucking stupid. We're all playing video games. We're all spending our spare time in the exact same way. So why they feel the need to be so hateful about somebody who actually defeats them legitimately in a video game is beyond me. I understand using questionable tactics. I understand hacking and all that shit being a reason to invoke someone's ire in an online chat. But once again, what's the fucking point? Because all you have is words. And if the person is even halfway intelligent, they're going to realize that people are just saying hateful shit to make themselves feel better about their own perceived inadequacies. So, it's just laughable. The whole situation is funny as hell. And if you find that you have a hard time dealing with it, just picture it like in the way that I've basically been telling you about, that these people are basically sad, pathetic individuals with no real self-esteem or sense of self-purpose whatsoever in life, so they feel the need to lash out at anyone who makes them feel even in the slightest way inadequate. So there you go. That's my trivial rant about video game tough guys. That's about it. I'm RantingRamsay. That is all.
Hey, did you get all that, man?